that means it's too early to be able to actually make the judgments about which sorts of those changes are the right thing to do. And nobody's been out there saying this is what will happen at a certain. Well, what we want to do is in the meantime to to keep the clarity of the message, to make sure that. Well, demand from whom? If you look at the support of the general public for the measures that we're taking, that support is very high. I understand why people ask the question of what will come next, but the communication here actually determines how many lives we save. It makes a real world difference because it affects how people behave and therefore affects the spread of the virus. I don't care what they say in the papers. What I care about is getting people tests. And of course, we built it with a page on the website so that when all of those slots have been taken up, it now says, I'm terribly sorry, there aren't any slots available until tomorrow. That's not a crash. That's the thing operating. That's right. We're not saying that you should isolate before you've got symptoms. With that, that guideline has not changed, which is that if you have the symptoms, then of course you should self-isolate. And now also the availability is there to get a test. Whilst I don't rule out doing things differently for different people on the way out, that isn't necessarily how we'll do it. And because we also watch the international evidence where sometimes they've lifted lockdowns in different parts of various countries, and then that part of the country has had a problem and they've had to reverse. We should think about it, but the scientific advice we've had so far is that it's been best for the country to move together. The thing is that I get out of bed in the morning and I do the very best I can, and then I go to bed and get up and do the same again. I mean, um, not too much, and of course, things don't always go smoothly. And on PPE in particular, getting that distributed to 3 million people in the health and social care system is always going to have wrinkles. What I try to do is articulate that I take responsibility for that. Oh, no doubt about it. And the same with the Prime Minister. The video that he recorded when he came out, the enormous emotional connection that you get to the NHS at times in your life when it saves your life. That makes a really big difference. And it puts that emotional connection alongside all the policy decisions and the practical decisions that we have to make every day.